Good Friday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to what's making news, let's take a quick look outside our weather window, and what a beautiful way to end our work week with blue skies out there. A few high wispy clouds, but really not enough to keep our temperatures down. In fact, most of us climbed into the mid-40s for high temperatures today. And as we look ahead in our extended forecast, we're going to stay nice today and right through the weekend. And then overnight Sunday into Monday, a weak weather disturbance will move in, bringing us a slight chance for a rain or snow shower on Monday. Temperatures will stay generally around 40. And then Tuesday through Thursday next week, man, back to that nice weather. Lots of sunshine with high temperatures mainly in the mid-40s. And I'll have your complete weather forecast coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. A new type of phone scam has surfaced in Douglas County, with the caller claiming a member of the intended victim's family has been kidnapped. The median price of a new home in the Wenatchee Valley soars past $500,000. And Douglas County has the beginnings of a public defender's office. But first, our top story tonight. Several motorhomes and a fifth-wheeler were towed away Wednesday after being illegally parked on the city right-of-way on Omi Garden Road. The Wenatchee Police Department said officers had been out working to clear out the motorhomes for the past week. The department said the owners of the motorhomes were offered assistance and access to shelters. City of Wenatchee public work crews cleaned up the area after the motorhomes were removed. Well, in other news, a new type of phone scam has surfaced in Douglas County, with the caller claiming a member of the intended victim's family has been kidnapped. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office said they have recently received 2 reports about the kidnapping scam. The Sheriff's Office said the victims are told they need to wire large amounts of money immediately in order to secure the safe release of the family member. People who receive such scam calls are advised to not disclose personal information and not to pay money to anyone you don't know. Well, the median price of a home in the Wenatchee real estate market has now soared past $500,000. That's the latest report from Pacific Appraisal Associates, where the price of a home compared to January of 2021 jumped 34% to $510,500. The price for the same home last year was $379,900. Meanwhile, total home sales took a tumble last month with 40 sales. That, compared to January of 2021 of 61 sales, is a 34% drop. The bright spot in the report is active listings compared to last year. They were up, with 65 in January of this year and 34 in 2021, a 16% increase. The Wenatchee real estate market consists of Wenatchee, East Wenatchee, Malaga, Orondo, and Rock Island. Well, in other news, Douglas County has the beginnings of a public defender's office. County commissioners on Tuesday passed an ordinance creating a public defender district, the first step in establishing an in-house department that will represent indigent clients facing prosecution in Superior Court. Douglas County for years contracted with private attorneys to represent felony clients who couldn't afford a lawyer, but opted to create its own agency when the bids for those contracts rose too high. In the next few weeks, a selection committee will recommend a chief public defender to lead the office. Contract attorneys will continue to work with indigent clients in Douglas County District Court cases. Well, when we come back, a bill from State Senator Brad Hawkins would make it easier for small school districts to consolidate. That bill has passed the Senate. Failed governor candidate Lauren Culp now has an important endorsement in his race for the 4th District House of Representatives seat. And Chelan County's coordinator of Veterans Services is outstanding in his field, that according to the state of Washington. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Introducing Alpine Airman. Because every home needs a superhero to eliminate poor indoor air quality, send inefficient operating equipment packing. and cut high energy bills down to size. For heating or cooling and equipment replacement, turn to the experts and the superheroes at Carrier and Alpine Air. We offer the best deals on high-efficiency Carrier products, along with friendly, knowledgeable service and incredible savings to fit your budget.
Ever wonder what it takes for wild birds to survive the longer, colder nights of winter? They can't just turn up the thermostat or throw on an extra blanket. Winter Super Blend from Wild Birds Unlimited provides a super boost of energy and fat, essential for winter survival. Stop by our store to learn how you can help the birds this season and how you can attract more beautiful birds to your yard. Wild Birds Unlimited. More birds, more joy.
Join us for live coverage of the Royalty Selection Pageant sponsored by Cashmere Valley Bank, Saturday, February 19th. The countdown to coronation gets underway at 6:30. The pageant starts at 7. Coverage is sponsored by Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Coldwell Banker Cascade, Merry Maids, August Edge, Apple Valley Honda, and the Chelan County PUD's Discovery Center. It's the Royalty Selection Pageant, only on the NCWLIFE channel.
Welcome back. In another news, a bill from Senator Brad Hawkins that would make it easier for small school districts to consolidate has passed the Senate by a vote of 40-9. Hawkins' bill would temporarily increase construction funds for districts that agree to merge. He says this might incentivize small districts to consolidate with similar districts nearby, which in turn could reduce the amount of tax money each district spends per student. Smaller school districts tend to have higher per-student costs than the state average of $13,800. The bill now advances to the House Education Committee. The state legislature is scheduled to wrap up its current 100-day session on March 10th. Failed governor candidate Loren Culp now has an important endorsement in his race for the 4th District House of Representatives seat. Former President Donald Trump endorsed Culp on Wednesday in his Republican primary challenge to incumbent Dan Newhouse. Newhouse was one of only 10 Republicans who voted to impeach Trump in his first of 2 impeachments. Trump's statement called Newhouse, quote, absolutely terrible, and says Culp has the former president's complete and total endorsement. Culp, the former police chief of the town of Republic, is one of 5 Republicans challenging Newhouse. He lost last year's governor race to Jay Inslee by 500,000 votes, and like Trump, he claimed with no evidence that the election was rigged. Culp now lives in Moses Lake. Well, Chelan County's coordinator of Veterans Services is outstanding in his field. That, according to the state of Washington. Tony Sandoval received the 2021 Outstanding Service to Veterans Superior Award bestowed by the Governor's Veterans Advisory Committee and the Washington Department of Veterans Affairs. In 5 years managing the office, Sandoval has worked with more than 1,500 veterans seeking services, and last year helped them recover $1.8 million in claims for housing, health care, education, and other benefits they were owed. He was selected for the award for serving the veterans community with empathy and lack of selfishness. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
When it comes to finding a memory care community, you want the very best. You want to know that your loved one is safe and receiving compassionate care in a loving environment. Fieldstone Memory Care is an innovative assisted living community designed for those with Alzheimer's, dementia, and Parkinson's disease. You'll find a community specifically designed to enrich residents' lives. The Fieldstone team is here to help you navigate the important decisions you face when a loved one has dementia or Alzheimer's. Welcome home to Fieldstone.
I'm John Divis from Wenatchee Dental Arts, and I like to think myself as a comprehensive dentist. We are an office that treats people comprehensively for their dental problems. We do a lot of general dentistry in a broad sense. We don't send everything out. Things that we have the ability to do in the office, we like to keep in the office and under one roof and keep things as complication-free as possible. can come to one place and have all their dental needs taken care of.
With TV advertising, what we want to do is more deeply connect with the community.
People spot me in different parts around North Central, Costco and Wenatchee, say, hey, you're the pizza guy. And so they wouldn't know that if it weren't for the TV commercials we've done.
We've been here so long that people already know who we are and what we do, but to have that image flash on their television screen as opposed to just hearing it in the radio or seeing it in the newspaper, I just love the fact that we can actually put our finger on when a customer comes in and says, I saw your ad.
It's becoming increasingly difficult in this digital age to know where are your customers listening or watching, because I watch all the different channels that they watch too, like Cooking Channel, History Channel, and so it was wonderful to be able to be on there.
I would say that if you want to do business in Wenatchee, then you should connect with the people of Wenatchee, and there's no better way to do that than with NCWLIFE.
This is the NCWLIFE Community Calendar, brought to you by Mail It Your Way. On February 12th, the Wenatchee Valley Museum is hosting a drop-in makerspace workshop. Learn how to make 2 light-up Valentine cards for the people you love. Watch the big game live on 3 jumbo screens at the Pybus Pigskin Party, Sunday, February 13th. Bring the family down to enjoy game day food, drink specials, and play yard games on the concourse. For more information and other community events, visit ncwlife.com.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. In tonight's features story, Link Transit General Manager Richard DeRock and Wenatchee Mayor Frank Kuntz made their cases Thursday for adding the Confluence Parkway project to the transportation bill being debated in the state Senate. Democrats on the Senate Transportation Committee unveiled a $16 billion transportation plan this week that did not include the $85 million being sought for the project. State Senator Brad Hawkins is trying to add an amendment to that package to provide Confluence Parkway funding. Testimony on the transportation bill continues today.
This proposal includes a long list of unfunded priorities that have bedeviled the state for years. However, there's a significant gap in the multimodal transportation system in our area that I think needs to be included in this package. And that's the Confluence Parkway project in connecting Wenatchee to the northern area of our area. This is the most highest ranked project in our community, and it is absolutely critical to our public transportation, bike transportation, and pedestrian system. Confluence Parkway serves as Wenatchee's area's ferry investment. Wenatchee is effectively an island with only 2 overcapacity bridges that provide public access to the island. Confluence Parkway will generate Link Transit over almost $2 million a year in transit savings, allowing us to provide more public transportation service. It will triple the lane capacity for bicycles to access the Wenatchee area, and improves pedestrian access to the service, as well as make traffic move better in the area.
I am in favor of Senate Bill 5974 with one small caveat, that being adding $85 million for Confluence Parkway in the city of Wenatchee. Confluence Parkway is a 2-lane proposed roadway that will connect downtown Wenatchee over the Wenatchee River to Old Station and on its way to Chelan. We are fortunate that we received $92 million of infra funding from the federal government last May. That is the largest award in that round. Again, $92 million. The city of Wenatchee's committed $10 million. That is from a $30 million general fund budget. So if you understand, that's a major commitment from the city. We always anticipated there would be some state funding to some degree. I didn't know exactly when or how. Obviously, this transportation package is before us today. And for us, $85 million is what is needed to complete the project. And we could do it all at one shot. We need to obligate under the federal requirements by 2024 and start construction by 2026. If we miss this window of opportunity, it will be a long time before we're able to complete all of the components of Confluence Parkway and help Richard and the team with Link keep their electric buses flowing. So I would appreciate support and adding $85 million for Confluence Park.
Let's take a look now at your north central Washington weather forecast. And as I mentioned at the top of the newscast, what a great way to end our work week with all of those blue skies out there today. Very calm wind conditions and temperatures above normal. Beautiful shot as always. Looking down from our Wenatchee Heights cross camera. It's our Sky-Fi camera up that way. And just a great shot of the Wenatchee Valley today. Boy, our snow slowly disappearing, isn't it? High temperature today above normal. 44 unofficially. 40 is where we should be for this time of year. Record high 56, and that was set back in 1967. We started off on the fairly mild side today at 32 degrees, and that's warmer than we should be. 27 is our normal low temperature. Record low 12 degrees just 3 years ago, set in 2019. Sunrise 7:12, and the sun sets now at 5:19. Heading into our weekend, let's take a look at those Saturday temperatures, and you will notice a bit of a cool down even more as we get into tomorrow. We saw it today from yesterday. Yesterday, by the way, 53 degrees unofficially our high. 41 in Moses Lake tomorrow, also Ephrata and Quincy. So temperatures about normal for this time of year as we get you into the weekend. 40 in Wenatchee and Kashmir, and 40 degrees as well for you folks in Lake Chelan. Taking a look now at our surface loop tonight, mostly clear skies. Here's our weather driver still. High pressure here, and boy, it's dotted all over our western U.S. map, and that's going to keep us mostly clear. Lows tonight generally in the mid-20s, so about normal for overnight lows tonight. For Saturday then, we just talked about it, sunny skies, a bit cooler though, with highs around 40 degrees. We'll be under the influence of a more northwesterly flow Saturday, and as we get you into Super Bowl Sunday, it's going to be a nice day, mostly sunny. Temperatures about normal for this time of year, right around that 40 degree mark. And then as we kick off our next work week on Monday, here's our next storm system. It's going to squeak down the flank of this high pressure ridge, and that's going to bring us a little bit of cloudiness and about a 30% chance that we'll see maybe a rain-snow mix. High temperatures Monday, once again about normal, around 40 degrees. And then high pressure slides back to the south and drags more of that warmer air our way. We're going to see mid-40s as we get into Tuesday with partly cloudy skies. And then lots of sunshine midweek into the end of next week. Above normal temps continue with highs in the mid-40s on Wednesday, and not much change on Thursday either, folks. Mostly sunny skies and mild with high temperatures on Thursday in the mid-40s. Let's take a look now at that 7-day forecast. 27 tonight, so right where we should be for overnight lows tonight. And then a couple of 40s for both Saturday and Sunday. Remember, late Sunday, we will see increasing clouds for a storm system that will come in on Monday. Mostly cloudy, a 30% chance of rain on Monday with highs around 41. And then look at those beautiful temperatures on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Lots of sunshine next week with highs generally in the mid-40s. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Yes, it's me. It's my husband. I think there's something the matter with him.
It was a feeling that I'll never forget, like being able to meet them and know that he survived.
Okay, tell me what's happening. Is he conscious?
No, he's not. He's not.
Okay, take a deep breath for me. I'm getting you help.
Rivercom means to me that I still have my husband here with me. They're the ones that guided me through saving his life.
Family roles change with time. You may find yourself being an unpaid caregiver to a loved one. Caregiving can be rewarding, but also stressful. Taking care of yourself is vital. Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington has low or no cost services for unpaid caregivers, such as in-home support, care supplies, and counseling. Connect in your local area by calling Aging and Adult Care at 800-572-4459 and mention you're interested in caregiver support.
With TV advertising, what we want to do is more deeply connect with the community.
People spot me in different parts around North Central, Costco and Wenatchee, say, hey, you're the pizza guy. And so they wouldn't know that if it weren't for the TV commercials we've done.
We've been here so long that people already know who we are and what we do, but to have that image flash on their television screen as opposed to just hearing it in the radio or seeing it in the newspaper. I just love the fact that we can actually put our finger on when a customer comes in and says, I saw your ad.
It's becoming increasingly difficult in this digital age to know where are your customers listening or watching, because I watch all the different channels that they watch too, like Cooking Channel, History Channel, and so it was wonderful to be able to be on there.
I would say that if you want to do business in Wenatchee, then you should connect with the people of Wenatchee, and there's no better way to do that than with NCWLIFE.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Friday to you. The second-ranked Gonzaga men's basketball team improved to 20-2 last night with an 89-51 win over Pacific. Razor Bolton led the way with 20 points. J.D. Strother had 15. Highlights courtesy of Gonzaga Athletics. Yeah, good night for the Zags. Other men's college basketball last night. Eastern Washington down Weber State in Cheney, 75-67. Ryland Bergerson had 16 points, while Linton Ackley's had 15 for the win. Fourth-ranked Arizona proved to be too much for Washington State and Pullman as the Wildcats beat the Cougs 72-60. Michael Flowers scored 16 points in front of a packed house at Beasley Coliseum. Coach Kyle Smith was happy to receive the support.
A great college basketball atmosphere. Really excited for our program to have that kind of student support and people there. Wish we would have played a little better, but Arizona, very good team. We showed a little resilience in us to get that thing to 4, I think, with the ball once or whatever. But they just pushed us and got that thing going. It was a tough ball game.
In Seattle, Washington raced out to an early lead and never let up in an 87-64 win over Arizona State. Terrell Brown Jr. had 19, P.J. Fuller 16. Coach Mike Hopkins says he likes to see continual improvement with the Dogs.
We're getting better. Tonight with Dejan not playing, other guys stepped up and played a huge role. I thought P.J. was great. I think Cole was great. Riley Soren came in and gave us really good minutes. And when you lose a guy like a Dejan's caliber for a game, how are these guys going to respond? That's why I was really, really proud of them. They shared it. We played good, solid defense. We finally 5 threes or less, finally. So that was a good feeling. And, they're showing a lot of growth.
Dejan Davis is to whom the coach was referring there. Turning to the Les Schwab women's college basketball scoreboard, third-ranked Louisville gets a win by forfeit over Virginia. Apparently, the Cavaliers couldn't make it to Louisville because of airplane mechanical and staffing issues, forcing them to cancel the game. According to Sports Illustrated, this is the 7th time Virginia's had to postpone or cancel a game this season. Jacinta Buckley scored 25 points to lead Eastern Washington to a road win at Weber State, 74-61. Gonzaga got 14 points from Kaylee Trung and a 72-55 win over Santa Clara. Busy schedule on the women's side starting tonight. Washington hosts USC at 7, while UCLA visits visits Washington State. Eastern Washington has a 1 o'clock game tomorrow at Idaho State. Gonzaga tips at San Francisco at 2 on Sunday. Third-ranked Louisville faces 18th-ranked Notre Dame at 11 o'clock in the morning on ESPN. At noon, it's USC at Washington State, while Washington hosts UCLA. On the men's schedule tomorrow, Eastern Washington entertains Idaho State at 2 on ESPN+. Fourth-ranked Arizona visits Washington at 3 on the Pac-12 network. Washington State hosts Arizona State. That's at 7 o'clock on ESPNU. Second-ranked Gonzaga hosts 22nd-ranked St. Mary's at 7 o'clock on ESPN2. And in the first round of the District 6 1A tournament last night, Cashmere avenged 3 previous losses to OMAC this season by upsetting the Pioneers in overtime. 69-66, Cashmere sophomore Landon Baker scored a game-high 24 points, made 7 3-pointers. Eli Hinkle scored 21 to help Cashmere move on to play the loser of tonight's championship game between Chelan and Quincy. That game tips off at 8 o'clock at Wenatchee High School. A reminder, you have to purchase tickets online in order to see that. We've got links on our Facebook page and our website. Girls side of the District 6 1A tournament, Chelan ended Quincy's season 42-19. The Lady Goats will await the loser of tonight's game between OMAC and Cashmere. That's at 6 o'clock at Wenatchee High School. Pioneer and Bulldog fans need to purchase tickets through Ticket Spicket online to do so. Ticket Spigot, he said. We'll have a rematch of Eastmont and Wenatchee tonight here on the NCWLIFE channel. Girls start our coverage at 5:45 live on Facebook. The boys tip at 7:30 live on Facebook, and our TV station will air the girls' game tonight on TV at 10:30. Other girls' action tonight, Moses Lake hosts Davis at 5:45. Tomorrow, Eastmont wraps up the regular season at Sunnyside at 4:45. We'll be at Wenatchee's High School tomorrow for Wenatchee and Moses Lake. The girls started off at 5:45, followed by the boys at 7:30. Also on the boys' schedule tonight, Davis plays Moses Lake at 7:30. Eastmont travels to Sunnyside tomorrow at 6:30. Next round of the District 6 1B tournament for the girls is tonight at Pateras, taking on Waterville Mansfield at 6 o'clock at Moses Lake Christian. Elliott faces Moses Lake Christian at 7:30. 2B tournament has Tenasket at Lake Roosevelt, while Brewster visits Okanagan tonight at 6:30. District 6 tournaments resume for the boys tomorrow with the B schools getting underway. Riverside Christian plays Soap Lake at Moses Lake Christian at 6, followed by Elliott at Moses Lake Christian at 7:30. The 2B tournament has Manson playing at Okanagan at 6:30 tomorrow, while Brewster's hosting Lake Roosevelt. Wenatchee Wild continue their 5-game road trip tomorrow in Prince George against the Spruce Kings. They're currently 3rd in the interior division of the BCHL, while the Wild are in 8th place. Pucks drop at Rolling Mix Concrete Arena at 7 o'clock both tonight and tomorrow. You can hear it locally on 560 KPQ with our buddy Sean Zier. The Kraken in Anaheim tonight to face the Ducks. Seattle's looking to bounce back from a Wednesday home loss to Arizona. Anaheim currently 4th in the Pacific Division, just 4 points behind first place Vegas. Puck drops at 7 o'clock tonight. It's a game available only on ESPN+. Plus, the football season comes to an end Sunday in Super Bowl 56. Cincinnati Bengals take on the LA Rams at 3:30 at SoFi Stadium. Game broadcast on NBC. By the way, cost for a 30-second commercial during the broadcast, $7 million. We do have the Cal Fitzsimmons official prediction. He says it's going to be the Rams over the Bengals, 21-17. There you go. That's sports. Have a great weekend. We'll see you tonight for basketball, tomorrow night for basketball. We'll see you Monday. Hey, we'll just end it right there. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Eric. And now let's check back in with Eric Granstrom for one last time, because Dan Kuntz will be back on Monday, and Eric has a look at what's coming up on Dan's show, Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, on Monday morning. Eric?
Thank you much, Grant. Well, Dan will be back in the saddle again on Monday on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. I will be here, though, too, in a smaller portion because I'll be doing some interviews with the top 10 candidates for the Royalty Selection Pageant, which is a week from tomorrow. So be sure and tune in for that. All next week here on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's been a pleasure being here this morning, but I'm looking forward to maybe sleeping in a little bit. Grant?
Get some rest, Eric. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us, and have a great weekend.
Connect with us on Networked as we introduce you to the people and organizations who are leading innovation in the region. Get inspired, engaged, and networked right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.